The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the field first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and which style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Gets the back moving. Going up top again. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Bauer Nicolosi. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Aggies look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The give is to Smith. Plows through the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. It'll be a run on third and short. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Kearney. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilkerson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Now the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Smith takes the handoff. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Fowler DeColosi. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Craven. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Now on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
This is a designed run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Fowler DeColosi. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to do it on the ground. And the Aggies will move the sticks.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. This quarterback part of their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's good. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Norman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points before the break. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. They boot it away. Takes it on the return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Sooners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Dumps it off in the flats. Now the connection takes it to the 11. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Fowler DeColosi. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Sooners will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the option. Running to Green. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Touchdown, Sooners! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got his man down the middle.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Norman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Sets up the screen. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bussey. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. They have taken the lead here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This type of dominant defense, a performance that would make the likes of Dat Wynn and Quentin Coriat proud.
And it's NIL money spent well, right? This recruiting you see every year, they are getting dudes up front, big hosses that everybody wants.
On 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And the Sooners in the hurry up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Sweet cut there. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Completes it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Caught over the middle. It's Gums. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. One on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norman. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gets it out fast. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's complete to the left.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternal... Get back in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They're setting up the screen. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Aggies! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. What a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Might be looking to run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. From the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down. Go time, baby.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Power football with the run. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Now, a fourth down.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. That's caught. It's Craver. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection on fourth down, and they give up the football here in overtime.
Well, they couldn't come up with it there on fourth down in overtime, so now their defense comes onto the field, and a lot of pressure on this defense now to keep the O out of the end zone.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire.